Okay, here's part two of today's video, kind of giving you some stuff. We're going by fantasy names, and some of you still haven't turned in your fantasy names, so make sure you do that. I've assigned you names. If your fantasy name is not mentioned, it's possibly because it's one I assigned you, and if you don't know what it is, then you might want to contact me. Scooby, watch your lighting, watch your body movement, moving back and forth. Be careful about scratching while speaking. Good voice. You have a natural kind of conversational style, and that's good. I like that. You do a good job of telling a story, and that's a very good start. Uh, Overall, no other real problems with yours. Titleist. The audio is on the camera, so you want to be careful about how far away you are from the camera. Move the camera in. Don't zoom to the shot. Move to the camera so you get this shot. And generally, the audio, the microphone is on the camera, so the farther away from you the camera is, the harder it's going to be to hear you. You're too quiet. You have the wrong camera shot. You, too, have a very good voice. I'm anxious to hear what you do in this class. Sweden, lots of room noise. Watch that. Slow down a little bit. You tend to be too fast in your presentation. And also fix the camera shot. This is the shot we want, this one right here. And watch the background where you stand, because if it's busy and there's a lot of stuff in the background, it causes attention to not be on you. Ukulele, wrong camera shot and composition, so make sure you fix that. Work on your flow. You have several vocalized pauses, and then watch that. Buddy, fix the camera shot. We're hearing this kind of a theme here. Get more light on your face, coming this direction instead of from the side or from above. Nice voice, good style. Work on that a little bit and improve, and you'll do well. Nemo, lots of room noise at the start of your video. It kind of quieted down for a while. Some places when the furnace kicks on, depending on where you're standing and where the ventilator is, that causes some problems. You want to be aware of that. Fix the camera shot. Be strong of voice all the way through. Start strong, finish strong. Be careful you don't get too quiet and too weak in the voice. You want to support your voice with a lot of air coming from down below. So make sure that you're not weak and thin voice, because there's just no, and you kind of go, you're always having to breathe when you do stuff like that. I'm not saying that's you. You had a little bit of that. Be strong of voice. Decent lighting on yours, so that's pretty good. Smooth out your tone of voice. You hit some high pitches on occasion. You're going along and go, then I want to do this, and be careful of that. Kind of tone all the way across. At times that pitch came in there. Don't be so quick to turn the camera off. If you watch a newscast, a good example there, and they call for film or video to be rolled, notice that the camera sometimes doesn't do what they want it to do, and so they're trained to continue looking at the camera before they do anything else. So it'll be a long time before a person talking will even look down after something goes wrong. So look at your camera for a while. Don't be so fast when you finish. It's like, and then unfortunately she died. Okay, that's it. You do that, it's like, boy, you just killed the whole ending to what you're doing. All right. Faithful. You upcut your audio. Turn your camera on. Let it run for a second or two, and then start. When you introduce your audience, that'll take care of some of that, because the camera will have been on. By the way, to everybody, when you introduce your audience, once you start to introduce them, do not turn the camera off until you finish your speech. If there's any edit in there, your speech grade will really suffer. What else? Pause before the start was maybe a little bit excessive. No, I said that wrong. Turn the camera on, then pause, then start with whatever you're going to say is the way we want you to do it. Watch excessive hand movement. Your hands were going on down here a lot. I couldn't necessarily see them, but I could tell from your shoulders that your hands are moving a lot. You need more light on your face. All right, Cinderella. Camera shot is too close. Get it like this shot you see right here. There is some rumbling room noise. Don't shoot up into your nose, and watch the pace or speed as you speak. Elmo, fix the camera shot. You have the wrong composition. Watch the length. Some of you went long, some of you went short. 30 seconds, we're not worried about that. But you've got to be aware in your speeches that are going to count for your grades how long you're going so you don't go too long. Avs fan, fix the shot. Watch your pacing. Get some light on your face. Also, watch the length. Ginseng, your audio is low, very low. Fix the shot, camera shot. Get some light on your face. All of the light is coming kind of from your left side, okay? And you're kind of dark on one side of your face. Get light coming in. Stand still and slow down a little bit for expression. And Kiwi, distorted audio, you're hard to understand, and maintain an energy. You have to have an energy when you speak. Okay, those are kind of the critiques of the practice videos. Now, we have some other announcements for you about the class. I've already dropped the no-shows. We have no fantasy names from a number of you. Make sure you take care of that. When you communicate with me, we try to make this clear in messages that I've sent and posted. Only communicate with me through Ivy Tech email, from your Ivy Tech email address to my Ivy Tech email address. I will not read postings anywhere except for the discussion board, but do not try to post something online and expect me to read it. I will not do that. I've tried to make that perfectly clear. Even if it says something in the assignment about sending it to me or posting it in Blackboard or something like that, I have countermanded that by saying always send things you want me to know, any questions you have, to my Ivy Tech email address. All right, read the instructions. My God, the number of questions I've been getting that are covered quite well in what you are supposed to do and how you're supposed to do it. I would also suggest you read the rubric about the grades that we use on the speeches, because that way you'll know what I'm looking for while you're talking. So you may want to read all of that. Read the assignments. I had somebody send me an email and say, do any of the speeches go over 5 minutes? Well, you know what? You can answer that question. Look up all the assignments. You'll see what the links are. There's one that is supposed to go about 10 minutes. So you need to look at that and read that stuff. I used to work with young people, and after a while I would say, all right, here are the rules. Don't ask me any questions that I've already covered in the rules. So you want to be really, really sure you've done that. On the discussion board, please read the instructions. We had one discussion board where there's a list of things to do, and it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, and then G, H, I, and J were on the top of the next page. You'd be amazed how many people in the class didn't answer the stuff that was on the top of the next page. God forbid they'd have to flip the page. Also, sometimes on the discussion board, you are instructed to respond to someone else's posting. You don't do that, you're not going to get the points. There are 160 discussion board points in this class. You would be amazed how many of those are left on the table by students who do not either do the discussion board during the time it's supposed to be done, or they fail to follow the directions and don't get all the points that are available. All right? Some of you in this class have yet to sign in to Connect Lucas. You've got to do that. That's the only way you can post your speeches. Sign in to Connect Lucas. Make sure you've done that. The other thing is I get calls about, I don't know how to do something. Well, on the sign-in page, there is a help button. In the actual parts of Connect Lucas, up in the upper right-hand corner, there is a help area. You know, I need help. I'm going to go there. I am not the Connect Lucas expert. Connect Lucas experts are ready to take your questions, answer any problems you're having with Connect Lucas. The other thing is make sure you're very, very careful to post your speeches where they belong. It's possible for you to post speech 1 where speech 3 is supposed to go. You do that, I don't grade speech 1. Guess what? Read the directions. See what happens to you in this class if you don't do all your speeches. I'm going to let it go at that because my cold is starting to really bother me, and we'll talk more later. If you have any questions, always call me in my office. I would much rather talk to you than send you long, involved emails. In fact, I won't do that. Call me on the phone. It's much easier. I have a toll-free number that's listed when I send out information. It's there. It's on the syllabus. Call me and we can talk about what you want to talk about. You have a good weekend. We'll be talking to you later.